Hey, we are here on a freakingly hot Friday. That's some alliteration for you English nerds. If you have not done so, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. This is a actually easy lesson. And believe it or not, you're actually going to do somewhat of computer programming today. Okay, and this is why. These functions, basically, a computer program works simply on input and output. Okay. Now, if that's what we're doing, so it's function notation. Now, the letter right here is the name of the function. Okay. We usually use like F, H, J, K, something with just letters. Okay. You could put Bob if you want to name the function Bob. Okay. X is the input. Okay. And this is what the function does. What this means is when it has something like this f of 1, that means everywhere we see x, we're going to put a 1. Okay, so let's do that. So this is what I like to do. So we say f of 1. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and just fill this out right now. All right, so we're going to put in 1 right here. Okay, I'm replacing the x with 1. Okay, this means when x is 1, we're going to find our y. Okay, please do not do what I've had a lot of people do and try to like solve this. This is not a solve. This is a plug. This is a literal plug and chug calculator addition mathematics. Ooh. All right, so on your handy dandy calculator, 3 parentheses 1 plus 4. Okay, so it should look like that. You hit enter and you get 7. That's our answer. We don't have to do anything else. Okay, and we know this because what's 3 times 1? 3 plus 4, 7. That's it. Okay, now over here, we're going to put in -2 where we see x. Okay, we're actually going to use this multiple times throughout the semester. We're going to, we kind of sprinkle it here, sprinkle it there. Woo. That's how my gray hair started. Just a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there, and now we got the old white sand patches. Okay, that's 4. All right, so we plug that in. We hit enter. We get -2. All right, that's our answer. It's just a number. Okay, just a number. All right, and if we needed to see the reason why, because calculators or machines, we don't trust machines. -6 plus 4, and some of y'all got, oh, I need to go back because I don't know how to do that. So let's trust the machine. Okay, La Machina. What is La Machina? Yeah, it's the machine in Russian. Now, this is basically all we're doing. We're just plugging stuff in and chugging it out. That's really it. Okay, nothing super crazy. We're not having to solve for anything. We're not having to, do a whole bunch of super duper crazy math. We're not having to take our shoes off to use our toes to count, and that's really it. Okay. All right. Is everybody? So those are the rules for the functions. Okay. You plug it in. I'm emphasizing because I have had students tell me I need to emphasize the rules more. Okay. Yes. Nothing. You're good. All right. Anybody super lost already? Snacks and company. Are y'all good? Okay. Good. Where did a 3 come from? Okay. What is 3 times 1? Yeah, when we get to, we are worried about this right here. Yeah, it says using the function defined above. We're using this, that one. Okay, we're using all that. Okay, I'm not doing the math magic thing. I'm just plucking stuff out of the air. All right, so let's do some more. Now, you actually have to use that gray thing in between your ears a little bit more for this one. Okay, so let's try to use that. It might be difficult for some. All right, I'm going to circle this right here. Okay, now we have different letters. We have f of 3, g of 3, f of negative 2, g of 0, and we have a f and a g. We're not going to do it for both. So this is what I'm going to do. Everywhere that there's an f, I'm going to do this right here. Okay. And then I'm going to plug in whatever this number is. So this number, ooh, wrong color. This goes here. All right. So 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12. That's that answer. That's it. Now, you could have done that in a calculator in like a second and got the answer, or you could do it this way, potato, potato. Okay. Now we're going to do it for this one right here. We're sticking with the F's. Okay. Some of y'all are really familiar with F's, so we're going to stick with those. All right. So I did. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. So negative 2 squared. Okay. Now, at this point in time, it would behoove you to really know that there's a difference between the negative 2 with parentheses squared and the negative 2 without parentheses. Okay? Because I know some people are going to say, but I did negative 2 squared in my calculator. I got a negative 4. It gave me the wrong answer. Well, if you say the calculator gave you the wrong answer, then spoons make me fat. Okay? So, what this calculator is a simple machine. It does an order of operations. It actually does the exponent first and then multiplies it by negative 1. Okay? The little squared thingy is right here just to the left of the 7. See? Ow. All right. So, negative 2 squared is 4. What is 4 plus 3? 7. Yes. Yeah, you can. You can just write 7. Yeah. The only reason I'm doing this is, the rules and people needing them and stuff. So, we'll talk later. Okay. Yeah. So, now, also, you may notice something that I use a lot. I really meant to highlight that and it just didn't happen. This right here. I use arrows. Arrows actually mean something in math. It actually means the word then. Because when I was doing this when I was younger, I would use equal signs everywhere and then I would get confused. Okay. Uh, I knew a teacher that they actually would do an equal sign with the arrow so you knew, it keeps going. It's just a way to hopefully alleviate some confusion. Okay. And some of y'all are like, what does alleviate mean? Lesson. All right. So now we're going to do it with the G's. Okay. So -2 parenthesis minus 5. -2 parenthesis minus 5. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to plug in 3. All right. -2 times 3 is -6 minus 5 is -11. Or if you use your tools of being a teenager and a mathematician, you're super lazy, like I am. You just use the calculator. All right. Now, also a number that most of y'all are familiar with is 0. Listen, used to some people in my grade, they would just like refuse to do work and they wonder why they're failing. I'm like, listen, your report card looks like a bowl of Cheerios spilled on it. Because what shape is Cheerios? Yeah, 0. Yeah, there you go. All right. Believe it or not, anything times 0 is 0. This goes away. Okay, we just have -5, so our answer is -5, and that is a weird looking 5. Now, if you are a little confused, okay, um, then hope hopefully it's better now. All right, but this is really the extent of what we're doing today. All right, and this is how many? Any of y'all know somebody close to your circle that does like computer programming or something at the house? Okay, so all right, thank you. I'm glad you of all people raised your hand. You can actually text that person right now. Huh? But yeah, that just because she's in line doesn't mean she can't answer a text. Okay. But you can actually ask them, like, hey, my crazy math teacher said that function notation is a basic computer program. Function notation is a basic computer program. Period. Okay. All right. And the reason why it's a basic one is because it's input output. You type something in, you get something out. Okay. What's funny is a lot of people are like, why is math important? I just want to be on Instagram and TikTok. Well, believe it or not, with of all things, without actual this type of math, you would not have those things. You would not have your smartphones. Probably wouldn't even have microwaves. Some of y'all are like, oh no, without a microwave, how would I live? All right. So now, so I'm going to do something a little unique right here. You don't have to do this. I am because I need it for my sanity. Oh, sorry, Dad sneeze. All right, now. Oh, I think that shook something loose. Huh? Yeah, I want to hear what your friend said back. See, I'm not just that crazy. I actually know what I'm talking about. All right. So this is what I'm doing. Y'all may have done this many, many years ago when you were graphing lines. Okay. All right. Now, I'm only doing it like this because, again, I'm trying to cover everybody. Honestly, if you have something like this on a test, I'm really just expecting the numbers at the end. Okay. But I'm just kind of showing what to do. For each of these, you're just going to plug them in and you're going to get an answer. Okay. So, blip, blip, blip. Parentheses negative 2 squared minus 4. 4. Etc. Okay. 1 squared minus 4. Negative 3. 3 squared minus 4. And 5. Now, this is our answer right here. I only did it this way to kind of show. Now, I'm actually going to kind of do our g of x about the same way, just in a different form. Um, all right. Instead of actually writing this out on my paper, I'm actually just going to put stuff in the calculator. All right. Luckily, this is very similar to the first function we had. Okay. So everywhere I see x, I'm going to put in these numbers. So 3 parentheses negative 2 minus 4 negative 10. All right. 0. 0 is even easier. I know some of you are like, yeah, it's easy to get 0. You do nothing. All right. If I plug in 0 right here, that's 3 times 0. That goes away. I just get negative 4. Wow. Bless you. That was kind of weak. Saw sneeze. You're supposed to do it loud enough that people can hear you half a mile away. All right. And then when we find g of 13, we get 35. Now, I did not actually read these directions, but I knew what was going on. Some of y'all are like, oh, there are directions? Okay. So it says find the range. That's this stuff. What we just found is the range. That's the y value and x is this. Okay. Given the domain, that's the x values that we plugged in. Okay. Now, I had an idea for a lot longer lesson today, and then I thought, maybe not. Okay, so we are not going to do that. This is all we're going to do because I've talked to some of the other Algebra 1 classes. We're like a lot ahead, so we can kind of coast a little bit today. So it's almost a take a knee Friday. We take a knee and just run out the clock. All right. Is that all our examples? Do we have any more work to do on the paper? Okay, good. Then I don't need to scroll down. All right. Believe it or not, that is our lesson. It's not unusual. Love. All right. So I'm going to turn my students in class loose on their homework. Yes, there's homework, but it's in Schoology and it's very short. It is 8:46 a.m. right now. If we are on our refuel regular schedule, it's 9:42. So we have just 4 minutes shy of an hour to do these homework things. Wow. All right. If you hadn't done so again, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Stay farce. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.